Hey guys, Dylan here, and welcome to Hardcore Henry Minecraft audio commentary, where I talk about things that might be interesting to you, as you know, kind of a behind the scenes of this video. I do these for all my videos, so if you like my other videos, go and check those out too. But here we go. So the idea of this video obviously came from the movie Hardcore Henry, which is a first-person action movie, and obviously Minecraft is in first person as well, so it blended really well together, especially since I had all the assets already. The original the original pitch actually came from Shane Newville. He mentioned it once in one of our conversations. He was like, "Oh, wouldn't it be cool if there was a Minecraft Hardcore Henry kind of deal?" And I was thinking about it, and I was like, actually, yeah, that'd be really good. So I went, I was like, okay, I'm gonna try it, and he was like, all right. So what we did is I went ahead and took the mocap suit that I have, which is by Perception Neuron, or it is called Perception Neuron. I don't know, and it's a great mocap suit. It's only about $1,000 something, which is really cheap, really cheap for a mocap system. And it works pretty well. So I was able to use that for this video. So this video is actually a testament to a brand new workflow that I've been testing out recently, which is a mocap to poser to Blender workflow. It's a really cool workflow that allows me to work very fast and still maintain all the great rendering features of Blender that I'm familiar with, but still taking advantage of all the mocap features and the stitching features and the amazing flexibility of Poser, which I picked up during my time at Ruby. In case you guys don't know, Ruby Volume 3 was animated in Poser Pro and is the program of choice for Shane Newville as well as Monty, and the mocap is taken care of very well in Poser. Poser handles that very well. So I think I made this video including rendering time in like 2 weeks. It probably should have taken me even shorter than that, but I was still testing some things out and trying some things out. So ultimately, yeah, 2 weeks away, and that includes rendering. I had to stop in the middle because of some minor wrist injuries, but yeah, I did this in a relatively short amount of time, and considering how much animation is actually being done, so it is much faster. And so I'm hoping, while I can't pump out a video every 2 weeks, what I can do is make my videos much bigger and longer in a relatively short amount of time, and this will allow for these big projects to actually start shining and to actually start coming to fruition, and you guys will be seeing that hopefully pretty soon. So the thing about this video, because of the unique workflow, I actually choreographed all of it basically in the first day or two that I began this project. The very first thing I did before anything else was get into the mocap suit and start choreographing. One of the cool things is that when I choreograph for all my other previous videos and stuff like that, most of the time I'm getting up and trying the moves myself anyway. So when I'm moving and doing moves and blocking and punching and jumping and all that stuff, I'm using my body to feel out the motion anyway. But this time I'm wearing a mocap suit, and so now I'm recording all the body movements that I'm trying and essentially animating for myself. So I'm using my body to directly put my thoughts onto paper very quickly. So I finished the choreography in 2 days, just choreographing it while I was recording the mocap, which resulted in some pretty long files, pretty big files, but I got used to that. And ultimately, after those 2 days were done, I just took the mocap, and it took me 2 weeks, about maybe a week and a half to finish stitching together all that mocap and putting it all in Blender, transferring all of that from software to software, and then also positioning it right, double checking the camera. Also, in case you guys are curious how I did the camera work, I actually went ahead and, after I put the mocap in Blender, I went ahead and parented the camera to the head bone, which basically allowed me to see through the eyes of the character. And then I also made the head invisible so that I could see through it, which was important. But yeah, one thing about that is if you just do that, especially with mocap data, which is very shaky, it becomes very nauseating. Some people have said that this kind of makes people motion sick, but trust me, it was much worse because mocap is inherently very shaky because it records a keyframe every single frame. So what I had to do was I actually baked out the animation for the camera, and then I resampled it, essentially making it a little cleaner. And I simplified the curves. I made it something that was much more bearable to watch, and I think it did a pretty good job. It was a procedural process, but it was nice. And I think next time I have a few other processes and techniques that I can use to make it even better, assuming there is a next time. But yeah, this whole video was an extremely helpful learning process, and I am positive that you guys will be seeing the benefits of the things I learned on this video in future videos, including the video I'm working on right now, and as well as the OPM collaboration, the One Punch Man collaboration with Hyun's Dojo, and Project Monty, which will be coming soon, as well as some other projects I can't tell you about. But I will say that they're very exciting, and you should seriously subscribe and stay tuned for them because you do not want to miss it. But anyway, so yeah, I don't really know what else to say for this audio commentary because, quite frankly, it was a very straightforward process. I think honestly, this is probably my most straightforward production I've ever done because there were no hiccups. I mean, I just kind of finished it and posted it after I conceived of it. So that was a really gratifying feeling to just kind of like, come up with an idea, make it, and post it. So hopefully that'll happen more often, and you guys will be there to see it. Anyway, I hope you guys like this video. It is the first step of many. Stay tuned, subscribe, and if you guys like this video, check out my other videos, Katsu Cats, which is an original of mine, as well as the behind the scenes videos. So the audio commentaries are very informative, and I think Katsu Cats even has a time lapse, so go ahead and check that out. Anyway, this video is brought to you by patreon.com. If you want to support me on Patreon, go ahead and click that link. There's also some cool perks and stuff like that. Anyways, I guess that's it, and I'll see you guys next time.